Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. So main thing we're going for is the donuts. I already have the Luxian egg, but I need like 400 of these stupid donuts, and that's gonna take like quite a while for me to grind out. I don't know how many I'm gonna end up getting today or each day throughout the week, but we'll find out. I don't know if I'm going to end up playing this or streaming this every day. We shall see. Hello, game. Thank you. Anyways, we'll see if people actually start getting announcements, because like of the stream, because it's pretty late. I also posted quite a few videos today, and YouTube doesn't like that. Hey, Spooky. Hey, Danny. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hurry up. There. I like how it actually shows limited time recipe now. That's good. I got a few of the Don Dons already. And then I think I needed like 300, right? Like in total. Problem is I'm slowly running out of these stupid fragments. And then I won't be able to have my movement speed anymore. So that's gonna be fun. Oh, whoops. I'm killing invaders. Right. I'm not actually doing the rings. I mean, I gotta do them eventually anyway. Wait. Oh, for a second I thought like the inner ring was the peaceful hills and there was no enemies to kill. Jesus. Wish I actually got my movement speed while I was in here, man. But oh well. Do you have any clue how big Trove's dev team is? Not anymore. I just know it's a lot smaller than you think. I don't know if it's like 10, I want to say under 20 people, but I really don't know. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, Hytale bites the dust. Man, that pissed me off today. Not really, because part of me was not surprised. That was one of those games that was clearly going to go into development hell. But I'm assuming Riot just dumped them. Like, as far as publishing. That's probably why it really died. Do I actually have... Oh, I already did the inner ring. Okay. Well, I'll get the entirety of the quest done, because why not? Hey, great. What up? What's not a you thing, Spooky? Huh? About us all being mad? So disappointing, man. Wait, what about... Oh, sorry, I didn't catch the first comment for some reason, Spooky. AFK farms are very good if you can get into them. Yeah, no, I know. But I'd just rather play the game. I might, like, if I can get in them, like, throughout the week, because I don't know if I'm going to be streaming this every day. I'll probably just, like, do the grind myself, but we'll see. Maybe I will stream every day, lol. Honestly, it really depends how much Leon lets me stream. I don't think I'm gonna have to do the entire, like, event every day, thank God. Because, once I get the stupid dragon out of the way, then technically I don't need to be here anymore, other than just getting the, mythic resources. Oh, I guess I should mention, except who cares? They're supposed to be doing new Twitch drops next month for Trove. I don't mean who cares in a negative sense towards the Twitch drops, like that's cool and all. I just mean like announcing it isn't like a hype thing. There's also new PoE Twitch drops. I've been skipping so many of the PoE drops. I really don't care anymore. I know it's a bit late, but I still have on my laundry list. I need to make a video talking about why I quit the game, just because, believe it or not, like every now and then I'll be in the Discord call and someone hops in that hasn't been around for a while and they're like, "So why'd you quit PoE?" I want to go back to it. The game's just got to stop sucking. But honestly, give me Minecraft Dungeons 2 instead. Oh, dude. I got so scared earlier. Hey, Naxi. Because we ended up having like the Hytale cancellation and then, more relevant to me, you guys don't care. Night Dive posted about the System Shock remaster, saying like, "Oh, it's unfortunate. We've been running into issues and stuff, so we got to delay the game." And I was like, "No!" And they're like, "For consoles." And I was like, "Oh, thank God. Thank God it's still coming out for PC on time." Again, I know nobody on this channel cares, but for me, that game's a big deal. But it was just like right after seeing the Hytale cancellation, I thought, oh God. But it's funny, I was talking with my homie, like now that Hytale's been canceled, like I guess the only other like big games we're waiting for, I mean, obviously GTA 6 is an inevitability. But then Light No Fire by the No Man's Sky devs. Because it was just Light No Fire and Hytale. Those are the kind of the games where it was like, let them cook. But it's still so sad that we still to this day don't have Minecraft competition. And in fact, all Hytale needed to be was just slightly better Minecraft and they couldn't even release it. Come on, guys. But I don't know, man. So now it's just waiting on Light No Fire. Okay, I guess you know what? The irony, you want to know what game's finally going to topple Minecraft's throne? The unofficial Minecraft 2 being made by Notch right now. If anyone can do it, he can. But Light No Fire is one of those games that I think is going to be, I think it's going to be like No Man's Sky, where it's going to come out pretty bare bones. But because we know that company has a pedigree for continued support, it's like, bro, I'm so excited for that game. Because it's No Man's Sky, but more dungeon crawling and loot and stuff. At least based on the trailer. Didn't show much, though. But anyway. I know if I don't get these now, I'll kick myself for not getting them when I get back into the game. Wait, get what, Spooky? The stupid Luxian stuff? Yeah. Sorry, Dad Brain has been going hard with me lately. Like, I just completely lose track of everything I just talked about. Because for some stupid reason, I've been staying up till like 7 in the morning. I'm still waking up at 2 p.m. But I've been staying up later and later, and it's like, why? I don't know. Don't ask me. Yeah, go into the chocolate, idiot. Yeah, what's the next big game you're hyped for? Great. Or just any of you guys. Like, I don't know. Just if you feel so inclined. I like being in the loop with everything. I don't know. I've just been experimenting a lot with games that are usually like outside of my wheelhouse, you know? I thought the clown face was a giveaway that it was Silk Song. Oh! No, that wasn't that obvious. But now in hindsight... This is attack speed to affect the Shadow Hunter. YouTubers 5 years ago just called, they want their content back. Sorry, that's a very deep cut. No, it doesn't affect him at all. Not when you get the class gem, I should say. The class gem just automatically throws his attack speed up, or at least it used to. Yeah, it doesn't anymore, visually. No, that's just what people always said. It was always really weird. Because they basically, like back in the day when Shadowhunter's class gem came out, everyone kept saying like that the class gem increases the attack speed, and my argument was, no, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It changes your attack altogether. Like, functionally, this attack is not just a sped up version of his basic attack. It's something completely different that changes it to a machine gun. Okay, there, that's it for those idiots. So now the true grind begins. Yeah, you know, I want to say that I'm confident Silk Song's gonna come out this year, but I also was the utmost confidence that Metroid Prime would have released by now. Copium, dude. I'm still of the mind that Metroid Prime's gonna release like this week. And if it doesn't, someone in London got fired. Side note, tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, there's a Little Nightmares showcase. Oh, what are they gonna talk about? The Little Nightmares 3 release date. I don't think we need a showcase for that, guys. Maybe they'll announce some other Little Nightmares like side projects, which would be cool, but I am not waking up early just to watch that. Like, I'll just react to it after. More importantly, later this week, we've got the Capcom showcase, which is going to talk about Monster Hunter and, you know, probably future content with it, blah, 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 but also Resident Evil 9. I hope they actually go into a little bit of detail with the game, because, yes, please. Yeah, Little Nightmares 3 is the co-op one. Also, hey, Tinty. So, I've talked about it before. I'm way more interested in a game called Reanimal, because Reanimal is being created by the original Little Nightmares development team, which, if you haven't watched the trailer, it looks so much better than Little Nightmares 3. Little Nightmares 3 looks good. And hopefully, you know, the new studio can do a good job. But it's basically like 343 with Halo, where they got like a different team to continue the Little Nightmares brand, but it's not the same devs, which is why thematically it just looks so different. I hope I can play as solo, because frankly speaking, I don't think I have anyone to play it with. And it's always spookier solo, you know? Co-op kind of ruins horror games. Still looking forward to it. Like, you know, I'll play it. Sure. Played the other ones. Absolutely love them. So. Said it before. I don't trust Team Cherry. They broke my trust in 2023, so I'm not going to trust it until we get a full release date. Oh, no, dude. They could... If I'm being perfectly honest, they could say Silk Song is coming out like at a specific date, and I still won't believe it until it's actually released. My copium is that it's coming out this year just because Xbox has been throwing it all over their marketing lately. But that doesn't mean it's true. I saw they're making some Call of Little Nightmares, but I'm not sure what the third game or something. Okay, so basically what they're doing, Danny, there's Little Nightmares 3, and that's basically a 343 making Halo. It's not the original developers, but they're making Little Nightmares 3. It is going to be co-op. The original Little Nightmares team has moved on to their own unique studio that they created, and they're making a game called Reanimal that looks very similar to Little Nightmares, and it's also co-op. So so we're getting co-op for both of them. Just Reanimal has nothing to do with Little Nightmares. It's just the same studio, like the same team behind it, I should say. But yeah, either way, I'm excited for them both. Should I prioritize crystal gems or maxing gear crafting skill? What? Crafting skill? I don't think you should prioritize crystal gems until you're like later on in the game. It really depends where you're struggling. I have a video that talks about like, should you upgrade to crystal gear or crystal gems and so on and so forth. But the short answer is if you cannot handle anything in the end game, then you should probably not focus on crystal gems yet. What do you know about mystic gems? There's nothing for mystic gems yet. There's whispers, there's hints. We know it's inevitably gonna hit. What a lot of us are hoping is that they just throw the mystic gems into D15. Because then at least D15 would, you know, it would kind of retroactively make that biome a little more manageable. And then at least it would serve a purpose instead of being worthless. But I still don't think that they should even add mystic gems because, frankly speaking, guess what's going to happen? Suddenly all our gems that we worked so long to get like really good become irrelevant. Unless we could loot collect these gems into like fragments or, you know, get, I don't know, our boosters back or something. But I don't know. Like on one hand, at least it would give me something to do. But as far as like the overall scope of the game, I think it's stupid. Anyway, for people just tuning in, by the way, I should mention, we're doing the Luxian thing, but as I mentioned before, a month ago, this is the most efficient way of actually getting the fragments we need, the Venturine, not to be confused with Adventurine. But farming invaders is the most efficient way of doing this over doing the actual like quest line in this world, which is why I'm in D13 and so on. God, I miss when it was called Uber Worlds. Made so much more sense. Actually, the difficulty levels make way more sense, but we've got 10 years of Uber. Also, it kind of feels like there's a lot more bots and cheaters in the game. I mean, depends when you started or when you stopped and came back to the game. Otherwise, I would say it's been getting better, like versus the more recent issues with, you know, dupers and stuff. It's been getting better. One of the bigger problems is just that so many people are kind of getting away with the cheats that it's almost inspiring other people to do it. Like, as far as I've heard, I don't browse other Trove content, but as far as I've heard, there's been this, I think they're on Twitch, and they just blatantly stream Trove while they're cheating with speed hacks and stuff. Which, crazy. Imagine caring about being that optimal in Trove of all things. Like, okay. I just don't get it. But anyways, who cares? Hey, Demon King. Zane, yes. What game is this? I'm new to the channel. It's Trove. New to the channel? What? Bro, subscribe. I haven't had new subscribers in years. No, I'm joking. It's a free-to-play MMORPG. It's very grindy, which is why I like it. You will end up eventually coming to a wall in the game that, you know, they want you to pay for, but a lot of it's just very time-gated. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games. I've just been kind of taking a bit of a break recently and playing other stuff. But now we've got a special event that's going on for a week, and then it's gone for a month. This event in particular comes back every month, which won't matter if you're new to the game, because this is something that you should only tackle when you're later on, because it's just for very limited resources. I'll sub. Thanks, man. I was joking, but I appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that bell. You know, what are the things YouTubers say? Please, please, I'm desperate for your attention, random stranger that I've never met. YouTubers, am I right? I'm like the worst content creator, dude. Like, just in terms of not playing ball, you know? I'm sure my channel would do a lot better if I was like... if I was more like that. Like, clearly all those other channels are doing it because it works, but to me it's like, it's too weird. I have my Starbucks drink. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys have had it lately. I'm a caffeine hound. This is a it's like an iced what do they call it? It says cream nitro, but it's like a nitro coffee. It's like their the most caffeinated one. So good. But I have a problem. Caffeine's not hitting that hard anymore. Pretty soon I gotta do a like mandatory detox. Just to make it actually like kick again. I lied, I've been subbed for months. Oh, you got me. What's that game everyone used to play that died? Among Us. Yeah, you should play that. You'd trick everyone on it. Is that game even still relevant? I saw they posted that they were doing like an update or something, and then like nobody cared. Hey, Case Built. Yes, I'm responding to both Twitch and YouTube chats, so just pardon me if you think I'm talking to myself. Trust me, I'm not. I've been watching you since I was like 6. Don't worry about my name. Case Built like Lizzo. I don't know who Lizzo is. Is that like a lizard from Mario or something? But otherwise, my god. Yes, I know I'm old, okay? I wasn't trying to trick you. I just didn't realize. No, I know. I'm joking. You don't know Lizzo? No, I don't know Lizzo the Rizzo. Why do you think I would know anything? I'm old, dude. Dinosaur age old. Let's Google. Who the hell's Lizzo? Who? What? Revealed the secret of her weight release. I don't know or care, but she's a singer, I think. Then why do you have that in your username if you don't even know? No, I'm reptilian, so I'm like thousands of years old. Lizzo is a singer. Okay. Okay. That explains it. It's not a young person thing. I don't listen to music. You want to know what music I listen to? Lo-fi Nintendo mixes. And then otherwise I've been listening to a lot of the Mario RPG remake soundtrack because I'm a freak and it's one of my favorite games. And I really got to download the Mario Kart World soundtrack. God, I want to just listen to it. I wonder how many of these we got. Like how many of these fragments? We might actually be, we might have enough. Then again, it's only been like 25 minutes, so maybe not. Yep, I used to have multiple different hairstyles and colors. I would just shed it. And eventually I shedded it so much that this human form can no longer sustain hair. Most of all because it was too delicious. So I just kept eating it. The only thing between me and 45 kpr is the weekly 9th life. Yup, that's the thing. It just ends up becoming time gated with a lot of things like that. That's the grind. Hey, Culture. Sad to hear about Hytale. Yes, it is. Most of all, it made me mad. Because reading between the lines, it was like, oh, these are clearly an indie dev studio that has never made a video game before. We got too ambitious. Idiot. That sounds like poor leadership to me, dude. So frustrating, because it's like all they needed to do was release the game being slightly better than basic Minecraft, like even just being on a new game engine, and people would have went crazy, dude. Seriously. Yeah, so Demon King Hytale is this game that their trailer was like 6 years old now. You could look it up if you want, but it basically was the Hypixel team, you know, the guys that have the Hypixel server on Minecraft. They decided to make their own game, and then they were working on it in Java. They got bought up by Riot Games, and then they forced them to make a new game engine so that it could actually, you know, run well. And then unfortunately, they just announced today, after all that time and investment into it, that it was canceled. It's kind of one of those games where everyone was kind of just sitting there and just patiently waiting for it, not really holding our breath or anything. Yeah, I need a lot more of these. What's this XP thing? Wait, what XP thing? What are you talking about? I heard that, Invader. I just don't care. Tower Fantasy's doing an Attack on Titan collab. Oh, that's neat. Invaders? Hello? If you ever played Hypixel, Skyblock, their poor game direction is full on display. Okay, no, I haven't had experience with them, but it makes a lot more sense. Like, it sounded, based on their post, it sounded like leadership issues. And if we're gonna be perfectly honest and like actually dissect it, Hytale, like Hypixel doesn't know how to make a video game. This was arguably their first major project. And a big problem you guys might have seen like with the indie scene of video games is developers basically thinking with their eyes rather than their stomach. as the term goes. So they get like all wide-eyed and ambitious, but they don't have somebody reining them in and telling them, no, you have to make a game that's realistic, that can actually be completed. Which is why I thought Riot being in charge was a good thing. But I'm assuming Riot bought them up and then just said, do whatever you want, guys. And unfortunately, they don't know what they're doing. So very unfortunate, because at a core level, that game actually looked great. Just for the little bit of combat and gameplay that we saw. And to have all of that just get deleted, like Control-A, delete, kind of annoying. Wish it was open source. But then it would never get done. Is the LUXION event worth putting time into? No, honestly. There's very few players that actually benefit from doing it. The main thing that I'm going for is there's the new Luxian dragon, which I have the egg. I just need to grind the excess resources to actually craft the stupid dragon. But then on top of that, there's also mystic items. Is it mystic or mythic? I always mix it up in Trove. Like the new gear. Where is it? That's not my bow. Wait, where's my big boy bow? Where's my mythic bow? Huh? That's not even a Crystal 5 bow. What happened to my bow? I'm gonna have to actually message the devs. Is it secretly in my inventory? Like, what's happening? Did I put it on Solarian? Oh, I did. What the hell? Why? Mystic. There it is. My bad. That scared me, dude. Why the hell was it on my Solarian? Jesus. And then these are all C5, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. I swear I had stars in this. I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little paranoid because of the server issues that we had before. I wondered if they rolled something back or messed something up, but whatever. I think I'm just a dum-dum. Anyway. Oh, the XP on YouTube. Yeah, no, that's irrelevant. It's basically them trying to make it like more audience interactive, but no, not really. Basically, when you end up sending messages, it gives you XP and it's like, oh, you're #1 in chat. Good job. Okay. It's not XP that carries over from stream to stream, which is what it should do, because then it would reward regular viewers, but sure, whatever, YouTube. I don't know, it's kind of copying Twitch, but not doing it as well as Twitch. Anyway, have you ever played Genshin? Yep. I played it to death. I've invested way too much money into that game. But that game sucks now, so I stopped playing it. I did reinstall it just because I wanted to fix the age verification thing. But apparently because I'm Canadian, I didn't have that problem. And so I just installed it for nothing. And I played it for a little bit and I was like, oh yeah, I remember why I quit. The movement sucks. I'll say this, Genshin's still great when you first get into it, because free to play, it's pretty damn good. But up to a point, it's just like, okay, just stop playing now. And don't spend money on the game at all. But again, it's great if you're just starting out. It's just for somebody like me, like I'm completely jaded. Because I spent money on the game, quite a bit actually, thinking that I was investing in that game's future, but instead they ended up putting that money towards other gacha projects. Wow, thank you, Genshin. I'm a C5 chatter, yes. Yes, exactly. I'm an AR-50 or something. Okay, yeah, so you're getting to the point where there's starting to be nothing to do. Yeah, like I got AR-60 and I played the hell out of the game, so much so that I played it to death and now I hate it. I think most of all it's because like I was really invested in the story, and then when they fired the lead writer and the story went to crap, it really just it made it such a slog. Yeah, I checked Natland. I didn't see the volcano area because it wasn't there day one, and I don't care. I heard Paimon finally got fired, so that was good to hear. Just because now her voice has changed and is apparently less annoying, not that I know. But again, my main issue was that they started developing the story and the gameplay for longevity. Like they just want to keep people locked in on the game rather than actually coming to any conclusions or anything meaningful. Which is disappointing because the initial start of the story was great. Little did I know it was very front-loaded. Like isn't the new character Skirk like the Child's Master or whatever? Which, fun fact, her character model was leaked years ago, so that's how long they've had it sitting in the game. Which is pretty disgusting. Hey, yeah, I mean, if you're into it, like if you're into the Genshin stuff, be my guest. It's just for me, I'm never going back. The last thing that I did was I had like a random 10 pull or something, and then I pulled and I got Kanish. I think that's his name. And then I just uninstalled because it was like, I don't want to grind this character. I've already grinded so many characters. Maxed out most of the areas. Yeah, I maxed out pretty much everything up until, I forget what the forest area was called. That's when it really dropped off for me. The area that had Nahida, or whatever the hell that biome was called. Because it was like, oh look, more forest, wow. Who cares? Not to mention the story was just, oh, I got an iOS connected to my ear. Whoa. Sumeru, yeah, that's it. Been thinking of getting Fantasy Life after seeing you play it with the dang price tag. Yeah, you're getting your money's worth out of it, I'll say that. But you could, if you really want, just wait for a sale and more content to drop. Because the one thing that I'll say about Fantasy Life, it is not only like really addicting, but it's really, really well done with the infinity loop of grinding. So like, you grind one class to help out another class, which helps out another class. Like the game does that exceptionally well. So everything feels like it has meaning in terms of the grind, because it's like, oh, this is actually helping me with combat by leveling my blacksmith because I can craft better gear. Kind of stuff like that. But then, oh, in order to craft this weapon, I need to actually have some cloth, which means I gotta level up my tailor, and then you're in the vicious cycle. The one thing that I will say about Fantasy Life is the end game sucks. It really does. Because the game does a great job respecting your time as you're going through it, but then as soon as you get to the end game, it suddenly becomes the same grind fest as every other game, where it's like, grind 50,000 hours to get one level, and it's like, no, I don't think I will. Max out this class so you can get a 10% damage boost across all classes. No. So I've had my fun with it, and that's why I'm not really doing the Let's Play anymore. I'm still gonna do more like class guides and stuff. I've just been a little preoccupied with another indie game that will be on my Game of the Year list. Finally just beat it yesterday, and I'm working on the review and stuff now, so you can expect that sometime this week. Spoiler, it's that Project Silverfish game that I posted a video on the other day that nobody watched. My god, what a game. Went in with zero expectations and it just kept hitting, dude. Like, goddamn. What are your posters in the background? Oh, it's disc plates. Which, be careful, disc plate is very expensive. Ha ha ha. What are the ones that I got? I mean, it's too blurry because of my camera, but this one's Dark Souls. This middle one behind me is like a custom one where it's a bunch of fish making sushi. And then I have a third one on the left side that's an Iron Pineapple one where it's basically like the same type of vertical drawing of basically all of FromSoft's games. So there's tons of little Easter eggs and references and stuff. I forget what the artist is called, or the artist name. Did you try Liza P? I did. At first, I hated it and uninstalled it, and then people explained to me, like, I didn't play far enough along to realize how the weapon customization worked. That sounds really interesting to me. But I did not reinstall it because it's a very heavily focused parry game, and I don't like those as much as like just dodge roll stuff. I don't know why. It just doesn't click with me as hard. But yeah, I think they dropped their DLC for the game finally, right? I'm happy the studio has been doing well. Even if, let's be real, most of it's just, oh, we have Bloodborne at home. Like, if we had Bloodborne on PC, I feel like Liza P probably wouldn't have popped off as hard. Not to say it's not a good game. Why? I absolutely love it. Well, not, like I said, it's just one of those games that doesn't click with me. At first, I thought, what is this crap? And then when people explained the weapons and how the game is just more centralized on parrying and stuff, it was like, oh, okay, I get it. I understand why people like it. And I can give the game respect. But as far as for me, it just, I don't know. I don't like parry builds. In Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, my favorite part was parrying. Yeah, I don't think I've ever successfully parried in Dark Souls or Elden Ring, so there you go. That's also why I hated Sekiro. Because it was all about parrying. So I was just like, why do people like this game? I don't know, different brains. Yeah, if you like parrying, I would recommend Elden Ring Night Rain, because it has, what's it called? They have a class in that game that's basically Sekiro. It's all about parrying. Very, very risk reward. But I'm not good enough at it to do it. I do want to hopefully play more Night Rain, but will I? I don't know. I'm glad I'm all done with this grind. The Luxian grind? Yeah, I wish. It'll be nice when I'm not like logging in because I have to. Because if I'm being real, I think this is the cause of like my Trove burnout. Now it's okay. Like today, this is fine because I haven't played in a while, so I'm kind of just enjoying myself. But it's funny how like all this game loop is that we're doing lately is basically the same as recent Trove events, you know? You always just take Shadowhunter and run around in circles like an idiot and shoot at random targets. That's it. So many aspects of Trove can be broken down into this gameplay, where we're not doing dungeons or anything else. It's just funny. Right now I'm grinding ships, so when my time gated 9th lives finally get in, I'll get 45k. Nice. And have enough boxes to get C5 gear. Let's go. Yeah, ships are kind of the only thing that I'll kind of do, like in terms of like AFK farm. But even so, like I'll be sitting there chilling while I'm doing it. I don't just leave my computer on doing it. I think the closest I ever came to doing that was fishing. Because, oh my god. Complete an hour dungeon, ready to be accepted into the game, please devs. Ah, yes. One of these days, Spooky, I know it's like more complicated than it should be. One of these days, if you could like properly explain to me how the Metaforge works, it's the one thing I've never made a proper tutorial on because the game doesn't explain it. So I never learned it. Otherwise, it's a shame that I'm so burnt out of building, because otherwise I think back in the day, if I knew how to use the Metaforge, I would have been making dungeons constantly, dude. But, can't be bothered anymore. I don't know. Every now and then I get a little bit inspired to build stuff, and then I was like, Most of the building I do is in a voxel editor. Wait, you can do that and then just import it into the Metaforge? Because, yeah, that'd be a lot easier. Again, there's so much to it that I don't understand. Make it in a voxel editing software. Then you move those files to the Metaforge to view, edit, and polish. Oh. Okay, so it's kind of the same as making like a Trove costume then. Except unfortunately, then you'd be dealing with 3D layering, so... Not that I have much experience with voxel editors. But then you wouldn't be able to see like the interior of the dungeon and stuff. But it would definitely be a lot faster to build it outside of Trove. I could do that. Not that I have any inspiration for what I would build. I'd probably just try to figure out something from Mario to squeeze in that's not entirely Mario. 99% of the work is done in the voxel editor. Metaforge is really only for viewing in-game and adding decoration, plugs and sockets. Oh, I see. So you build like the basic template. Cause then, yeah, cause obviously the voxel editor can't have like Trove assets. I get it. Yeah, one of these days, you will have to teach me. But I say that knowing it'll probably be a good year before I even bother asking you. Because, haha, dad life, my brain sucks, lol. Okay, I think it's about time that we go up to difficulties. I think we'll be fine. Should have been doing it a while ago, honestly, at the 40-minute mark. Once you turn your QB file into a blueprint, you can write a dungeon file which fully creates your dungeon and runs it. Okay. But see, that's why I mean, like, I would be so clueless towards even the English that you just said. Okay. I'll progress all the way through, and then I'll get my basic resources first, and then we'll like in my mystic resources, and then we'll see where we're at for the donuts, because I can keep some of my excess amount as well. Actually, let me use a calculator and divide this. 400. So 400 divided by 7 means that I need to get 57 of those donuts per day, which I don't think is that difficult. I'll have to take a look and see how many I've got. Actually, let's see how many I got right now. I hope that's not as hard as it sounds. 9. Did I calculate that wrong? Because it sounds like I did. Oh, there's a dedicated Trove calculator for it. Right. I forgot that he made this. That just linked to the dragon coins, so I'd have to go through the menu and check it, but anyway. I don't know why it defaulted to dragon coins, but is Solarian a class with highest damage right now, or are you having your class recommendations? So Solarian, I'd say, is the highest like single target. Lots of people will say it's Boomer, which it can be, but he's random. Boomer is kind of like an all-around better class than Solarian because it can actually damage groups of enemies. And a lot of people find Boomer to be fun. I'm not one of those people. Because I'm a weirdo. And I like my Shadowhunter. The end. Dude, I need to kill normal enemies for this quest, not you guys. Ooh, this is a good world. I should have been in here the whole time. Jeez. It is 58 donuts per day, which is 798 venturine per day. Ew. Oh, right. I could craft a lot more donuts because of the banners that I have. So it's not that bad. It's still pretty bad. Most of all just because I don't know. It sounds like I'm gonna have to dedicate like more than an hour per day. But at least then it'll be done. And then the only thing that I'll ever have to do from then on out is grind the Mystic Gear. Thank you. The ally from this area. No, I know the ally is in this area too, but How much does he cost? No, where is it? 75, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting that today. Or should I say I'm not getting that this Luxian visit, but that's not that bad. That would only be like maybe a 2 or 3 days. Just of super casual grinding and not focusing on anything else. Like, at least it's not as bad as this stupid dragon, which in hindsight, I don't even know if I would have bothered with this dragon, except like that extra 400 venturine is bad, dude. It's really bad. Dragon was already hard enough to get like all the fragments. The funny thing is, if they just made it so that we had to kill like a total amount of enemies and it didn't matter what biome we were in, like if they didn't do this whole like 3 ring thing, I actually think this would be a lot funner. Most of all because there would be a lot less effort put into it. Because otherwise it's not very fun to begin with. But I don't want to start that negative spiral. We all know the Luxian update sucks. Lol. What else is new? Someone needs to mod these invaders so that they're like just in their house coat. Like, man, stop it! How dare you wake me up? Outer ring. I need 2 more souls for a Mystic 4 bow. Jeez, nice. Pretty brutal the amount that you need past like 3-star. Right now I have 34k boxes. You think that's enough to get a full C5 gear? It's RNG, dude. Straight up, I'll just say good luck. I've heard some people open 100,000 boxes and not get the item they needed. I don't remember how many I had to unbox to get my stupid Crystal 5 hat, but it was a lot. The thing, sometimes you can just get it all right away, and then other times, nope. Feel like I'm gonna get 6 bows with no face or hat. Yeah, maybe. It's pretty random. Why do dungeons spawn in here, devs? No normal enemies spawn inside the dungeons anyway, so why do the dungeons spawn? Remove them from the game, and then it would actually be a flat biome without this entire area being completely irrelevant, because no enemies can spawn there. Honestly, it's probably because they can't make dungeons not generate with the biomes. I mean, they could, but they'd have to change quite a few things, I think. Are you gonna open those boxes now, Tinty? Just so you can steal my luck? Like, don't worry, you'll get it all right away. But you gotta act fast. Where are you? There he is. No, don't knock me into the... not lava. The plasma, whatever it's called. What waypoint mod is it above the Luxian invaders? I forget what it's called. I think it's like just an invader waypoint. But I don't remember if it was ever publicly released. Furthermore... if you can find it, it's out of date. It doesn't actually show the, like it doesn't point to the big invaders, which is arguably the main ones that you need. Oops, I don't need to kill those guys. Sorry, it's just I remember, I'm pretty sure somebody DM'd me it. I don't know if it was on Trovesaurus or anything. It might be. I just don't remember. But I know it's Invader something. Maybe it's just Luxian Invader. Actually, you know what? Let me open up my Trove tools and see if I can find it. Stop. Stop with the knockback. Dude, someone should ask for the next community letter if they're gonna go back to a fragment system for gear. so that crystal gear could actually drop into crystal fragments, the same as pentasouls and stuff. I know they don't want to do that because they tried to make gear pay to win, but the funny thing is, if they ended up just making souls and then made it so that you could just buy packs of them, probably would do a lot better than the whole gear crafter thing. Okay, let's see. It should be in my most recent mods, I think. Okay, so yeah, it's a custom file called Venturine Mercenaries Waypoint. So unfortunately, I don't think it's public, Lucas. But if you ask in like the Trove Discord, maybe someone will link it to you. Or if you are in my Discord and you just at me, I'll try to remember. And I can probably just send you the file. Here we go. This last world's gonna suck. Hello, Luxian, you idiot. I cry. I crighten every time. Oh, Critter's gone. Whoops. You have too many items in your inventory. Remove them. Do I, though? You're talking my builder's inventory, aren't you? Yeah. God, I gotta put my trophies away. Or just destroy a bunch of them. Okay, how much of this stupid venturing do I got? Okay, I do. So I do have to dedicate like an hour every day to this stupid thing. I mean, outside of just doing this, which we do have dust today, so. I did not know it eventually just stopped you. Or maybe I did know and I just forgot. Oh god, they are immediately... This is the difference between D14 and D15. So stupid. What is balance? If we get mystic gems and it adds like a crap ton of light, okay, sure, no harm, no foul. Because that's the issue, is the light. And the knockback, let's be real. But that's just an annoyance. I need like a class that can vacuum. That would have been nice. Imagine like, you know how they added like all those food items that are basically pointless? Imagine if they ended up adding like some abilities or something where it's like, oh, every time you attack, it has a gravity well near your attack location to pull enemies in. Like, stuff like that would work really well in Trove, I feel. Kind of streamline the tediousness of the combat. And just remove knockback from the game. Like, I don't care, just get rid of it. It's not fun, it never has been. Would help with serviceability too. Oh my god, what's happening? Why are you so powerful? God, it gets like so boring when you enter this like D15. Immediately it's just, oh, it's a slog now. The rest of it was kind of fun. Thanks. 7 a.m. gaming. Is it 7 a.m. for you, Naxi? Jeez. The gaming has begun. Come here, you stupid invader. Yeah, for me, it is... Ugh. Already 10 p.m. Yeah, I'm streaming this way too late. The problem is, like, oh man, it's so unbelievably hot lately. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, I'm sweating. But, like, right now, it's so stuffy. I hate it. That's probably another reason I was kind of taking a break from Trove, is just like this heat or humidity has me kind of like not wanting to do anything. I say that and then I'm like super addicted to other games, so never mind. My life without a job makes my sleep schedules weird. Hopefully finding one soon. I want to get a Switch 2, not gonna lie. Nice. If you ever get one, you let me know your username immediately. Or your Switch account, whatever. Because, I mean, not only like I would add you anyways, Naxi, but one thing that I'm just so happy about it, when I did the other Mario Kart stream last night that I posted today, I know not many people watched it, but I didn't know you could actually just set up rooms with passwords. Nintendo being modern? What? Because normally you always had to like add people, and as Mr. YouTube, I used to add like, I think the max friend list goes to like 100 people, and then if you want unadd people, you gotta do it one at a time. So it's so much nicer not having to do that. That's what kind of stops me from doing, whoops, co-op with most games. But it's like we can do the open world together. We could do like a private lobby where we're just hanging out, not stressing out about playing against randoms. I do wish that we could join a lobby together and then allow like the lobby to be open afterwards for more players. So that you could play like with your friends in an online lobby. That'd be so much more fun than just playing together against bots, in my opinion, but it's still such a great game. Part of me feels like I should have waited a bit to do my review, because then I could have gushed about it more. But I wanted to be, you know, very critical about the game and so on. I gotta be careful with my pots. Oh, I should just swap to Boomer. I don't want to have to swap my gems though. Ugh. But yeah, Mario Kart. I mean, I'm always down for Switch 1 games too, like Mario Wonder. Been playing a little bit of that in my off time. Not much. I don't have much off time, let's be real. I gotta go get pots. Okay, I'm gonna stop going for invaders. I just gotta focus on the objective, I say as this one shows up. I won't go for the baby invaders, okay? And then I really gotta watch my potions. God, this world is like so much better than the first one I was in. There's so many more of the big boy invaders. Look at this. There's so many. Oof. What a slog, man. Hey, Bobby. What? Oh, the Lego expeditions? Maybe. We'll see. I've been a lot busier than it seems lately. My priority tonight, if I'm being honest, is editing stuff. Like, I want to try and get an Our Fantasy Life video and maybe finish up some Cubic Odyssey videos that I should have already done a long time ago. I had them recorded for this whole time, but... So I'm just saying, like, I want to, but we'll see. I gotta be responsible these next few nights. Because if I'm being honest, I got a little too distracted with that one game. But maybe we'll play it for a bit. Maybe we'll do a shorter session. For context, if you guys don't know, the Lego Fortnite added like a new mode where you get to play as like random superheroes and stuff, and it's actually really fun. It's a lot better than the basic Lego, I think, because you get to like go into a map and kill a bunch of things and level up, and it's actually got like a little bit of a grind to it. Not anything super crazy, but each of the different classes you can pick has like their own unique abilities. I gotta get potions just because I know I'm gonna mess up. No, I'm really close to this objective. Let's try and hopefully get this done. Then I'll go get it. Oh god, these stupid invaders though. I don't want to waste any more pots. Stop spending my pots. Now I should just alt F4. Because we're at 69, right? Wonder when we'll see the new 50 KPR sigil and 1000 mastery sigils. I know that they're in the game. I remember seeing their image somewhere. I don't know, I never thought to post it because it was like, whatever, who cares? I think we actually saw those like years ago, come to think of it. But I'm curious when we'll actually be able to obtain it. Yeah. I think it'll be sooner than we think. Possibly this year? Depends if they actually have like a big update or Mystic Gems coming. Yeah, I don't need that. No, I don't remember about it either. Like, I don't remember if I made a video talking about the badges or if it was a community post. Remember back when I used to do those? Speaking of which, I should probably do a community post just letting people know Luxian's here. Just because some people don't know. But, I'll just make a video talking about it tomorrow. One day late won't kill it. Actually, it will, because that means a lot of people might not get Luxian if they miss this first grind. But, whatever. Again, I was up far too late last night to do any of this stuff. Plus, we were having a lot of issues with server stability in Trove. Looking forward to servers being normal again. Yeah, me too. I mean, it should be better than normal, right? Once the migration finishes. Assuming that's what they're doing. Hello, caveman idiot. Wait, I thought I just killed the T-Rex. Stop. I'm most of all like just wondering what the next major update's gonna be. I don't think we're gonna get any major updates for Trove this year, if I'm being honest, but I'd love to see like a new class or something. I think the Mystic Gems is very probable, just because, let's be real, it's really easy for them to just add them. Like a new class is far more complicated. Gems is like, oh, all they gotta do is draw a new background and then just add it to a loot pool. That's it. Increase the stats by like a single decibel. Oh my god. Hoping for a new biome. Yeah, a new biome would be nice. I still miss when we were not only getting new biomes, but we would get new biomes with new classes. I'd love to see like come to think of it, something they never ended up like properly utilizing, in my opinion, was the acid that they created for Hydra. So you remember Hydra and Shadow Towers, they actually created an acid block for it, which basically is the same properties as lava. But it's like, dude, why don't we have like a swamp biome or, you know, like an acid castle or something, you know, like there's so many other things that they could still do with the generation. But I wonder, like, I genuinely wonder how much of it causes issues with Trove's spaghetti code. Because one thing that I've always kind of known about this game, you guys have probably noticed it over the years, is anytime a new dungeon gets added to a biome, you'll notice that some other dungeons get rotated out. Now, it's not like they've ever publicly commented about it or anything. It's just something that I've noticed over time, which has me to believe that there's a limited amount of dungeons that can generate, which might have to do with like how the game's coded. And so that's where I kind of wonder, is that also some sort of limitation with how many biomes they can generate? Because for each new biome, it would just end up leaking into that overall limit. I don't know if that's how it actually works. But it's just kind of interesting. Also, my god. Maybe I'll end up swapping the Boomer tonight so that I can just do this again tomorrow with a faster class. Should I say stronger class? Let's be real. There's no speed in here. Stop going for invaders. Hey, Fairy. Feel like cloud servers are a big problem for the limit on stuff. Yeah, possibly, but I'm wondering like if the dungeon generation is tied to like the game itself, like in terms of its weird spaghetti code. But maybe that would end up like helping in terms of like the limited scope of more content, like more biomes and stuff to generate would probably be tied to the servers. You're right. But I hope that it ends up actually having like better, like more than just server stability. I hope it ends up like allowing the developers to do more, you know, because they won't have to deal with server capacity issues as much, or latency, I should say. But time will tell. I just want new classes constantly added to the game, dude. Oh, side note. I know nobody asked, but in regards to Trove on Switch 2, I did talk with my contact for the creator program. And so this is old news, but I talked to him about how Trove doesn't work on the Switch 2, and he basically said that he would relay it to someone. And then further than that, I also mentioned more recently, oh, could you also tell them like that they have to put in like a patch so that the Joy-Con mouse support and stuff will work and blah, blah, blah. And basically he just said, haven't heard anything back yet in the first place. So I'm just saying like it's going to be a while before Switch 2 Trove actually works, which I was fully expecting. Actually, if I'm being real, part of me thought that it would already work right out of the gate. I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't. Also, yes, my inventory is full. That's why I'm not picking those up. And who cares anyway? Because, I mean, beyond Luxian just being burnout central, like, God, I hate doing this. I think that's the big thing that kind of set me back a ways in terms of, like, what I had planned for Trove content. Because I'm not kidding when I say like how I was genuinely excited to start a new file on the Switch 2. Even if it continued my Switch account, I never got very far with that. So it would basically be at the beginning of the game. And I don't know, it kind of felt like it would be refreshing to play with the Joy-Cons and everything, and just an excuse to use the system more, because I genuinely love the Switch 2 so much. I just wish I had more than Mario Kart to play on it, which is why I've been kind of playing Switch 1 games, but not really. But anyway, excuse my ramblings. What kind of contact do content creators have with the program? Basically someone tied to the content creator program. Like it's not a developer or anything. It's just someone who's like kind of a go-between. But like he's the one who let me know that they were gonna be doing the new Twitch drops and stuff. Oh. Hey Zart, I have a question with the craft Luxian packed quest part. As I crafted one before I got the quest, can't craft one again. Do you know how I can fix it? Which item do you need to craft? Because you will just have to craft one again. But if you're talking about the item that you can only craft like once per day or whatever, then you probably just gotta wait till the next day. I know that you're not soft locked. That's what I know 100%, because I remember very vaguely that there was something that like that happened with me too. I'm sorry, dad brain. My brain is mush. I don't remember anything anymore. I don't even remember my name. Oh, thank God we're done. What a slog, man. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do this for an hour and a half every day again, but it looks like we will. The thing is, these resources are still my main priority, if I'm being honest. Okay. Complete the trial. Excuse me? Why? Why? Oh, because my inventory is full, so it didn't put it in my inventory? Are you kidding me? Now it should go in my inventory though, right? Are you kidding me? Really? Are you actually serious? The devs are that brain dead? Hold on, I'm gonna relog. Are you friggin' kidding me? Because my inventory was full, it didn't give me the item for completion. Wow. Wow, that's an hour and a half down the toilet. Thanks, devs. Jesus Christ, are you serious? What an oversight. That's so stupid. That's actually insane. Wow. Like, maybe the item is over there in the biome somewhere, just sitting on the ground because it doesn't auto pick up like it should, like the build inventory. But that is bad, dude. That's a huge oversight. And now because of it, I don't have the Venturine that I need. I mean, I guess there's these, but... At least I got a lot of banners, jeez. Lots of banners. All right, let's see how many of these stupid donuts I got. 25. No, I need to have like 50 of them or something. Yeah, sorry, VJ. I did see you on Twitch. Hello. You just kind of came in right as the game completely screwed me. I'm gonna let my contact know. That's actually so frustrating. That is actually insane that the game, like the update rolled out. Cause I'm like completely screwed now. Cause look at this. If I interact with Luxian, I can't do another quest. Okay, let's do it. So for a quick recap, because I want to record this as a separate video. I've just been streaming this for like an hour and a half going through the stupid Luxian trials, right? And what ended up happening is I completed the final objective. And when I did, I didn't realize my inventory was full of crap. I had a whole bunch of different items, you know, loot was just, I didn't loot collect it. My bad, whatever. So I come over here to finish up the quest and be done with the trials. Because my inventory was full, it never gave me the Luxian packed item. Which means that it's more than likely out somewhere in the overworld where I completed the quest, and I could probably technically pick it up if it hasn't despawned by now. But the fact that it doesn't automatically go into my inventory, for quality assurance purposes, like I basically just wasted an hour and a half of my time. And that's insanely frustrating. And not to mention my resources as well, my flux and the various items that I want back. Give me a refund. God, I wish I could sue for flux. Genuinely, because now I'm soft locked. Like if I want to continue this Luxian quest, I basically have to leave and just craft a new portal. Like, that's so, bro. Maybe devs, maybe you want to have something on the test server for a little longer than like a couple days so that you can actually like get feedback about these things and, you know, like fix it. Because that's just so frustrating. Like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not wasting my time. I'm going to, like, as far as I'm concerned, the devs should just give me a bunch of those free things to open up a portal for that. Like, because I'm not wasting 450K or whatever it is to craft another one. Like, and then there goes my qubits as well. Like, it's so stupid. And then I also lost the extra venturine that I would have gotten from this, which I need, by the way, in order to craft the stupid dragon. I'm pissed.